But anyway, I decided that whenever I do a corset video, that I would start up with a zoom in on my face that might be a little repulsive. And then once I reach a certain time, that I would zoom out. And as such, that exposes... God, I look really grotesque in this light. Oh man, like if I'm in a bar, I usually look pretty good, but like in the daylight, man, I look 40. I look my age, in my opinion. But anyway, here I am. I'm dressed goth right now. I don't know. It's really weird. I don't really have anywhere to go. I mean, I guess there are places I could go, but I'm kind of old for that shit. My town is not super cosmopolitan. I guess there used to be a place where I could go, but I'm thinking like the metro, which to me was really cheesy. It's like cokeheads would go there. That's the way I saw it. But yeah, okay. So I'm still wearing my corset, and I kind of wear it when I feel like. Since I've been running, if I go on a long run, I usually don't wear it. For me, a long run is, well, I guess right now 7 miles is long. Today I actually ran 6, but that after a while, I thought, oh, let me see if I can get this thing on. Once I caught my breath and chilled out for a while, and I just put it on, and here it is. And right now, I'm at like, I don't know, 24 and a half or 3/4. I don't know. It's weird how it's pretty comfortable. Oh, jeez, man, computer. Um, and I mean, I'm really not pushing it. And every time I look in the background, I see all this shit here. I'm like, oh God, I'm such a pig. This is a bag I carry the cats around in. Um, yeah. But yeah, here I am wearing too much makeup. My hair is kind of teal, but it still has like other colors in it, and yeah, I'm still going with it. I got this goth outfit on, and it actually is not this clingy. What I did is I used some clippies. These are actually, ooh, it slipped. These are actually from Sock Dreams, and I found that just by playing around with this dress, which is, it's something I got off of 6 p.m. for a while that looked really, I don't know, I kind of like just knit dresses that you can just put on and not think about. Um, Way back in 1984 or something like that, I had a Liz Claiborne knit jersey dress, and I loved it. And of course, it fell apart because it was the 80s. That's like, oh God. What is that? It's not quite 30 years ago. Now we're going on 90. Oh my God, that's 30 years ago. Jesus. Yeah, I'm an old lady. Jesus Christ. Okay, so yeah, it was the 80s. I had this Liz Claiborne dress. Okay, slightly less than the 80s. Slightly less than 30 years ago, excuse me. But, I love that dress. And I love, like, knit jersey things because I've always had a really nice figure. And, like, one thing I remember hating about the 80s is at the time is that baggy clothes were in. And I just had a figure. I mean, granted, it's not as curvy as I am when I'm wearing a corset. But, I was kind of bummed out, that everything was so loose. And I know that's silly, but, I just had come out of the 70s. And growing up, I saw women wearing fancy clothes that showed off their figures and stuff. And I was like, oh wow, I'm gonna grow up and I'm gonna be like that, and it's gonna be fun. And then it's like everybody was wearing a tent. It's like if you ever watch that old movie Pretty in Pink, where she takes some '50s prom dress and she just butchers it. It's just like, now who am I talking about? I'm talking about Molly Ringworm. Molly Ringwald. Yeah. I mean, I don't have anything against her. I mean, it was the '80s. Whatever. She's turned out okay, you know. But I remember at the time when it came out, that kind of pissed me off, you know, because it was like, I don't know. I remember seeing like some punks around wearing old clothes, but as old clothes, and I always liked that. And you know, so then the '90s came and things got more curvy, but still, it was, I don't know. Then I was pissed off that I wasn't young then. But then again, you know, like, I guess it wasn't so bad, you know, because like I got to do things that I couldn't have done in the '90s, you know, like as far as, I don't know, just some things were easier then. It seemed like there were less drugs, there's less dumb diseases and stuff like that. And, you know, I just kind of went out and hung out and liked music and stuff, like live music. But I'm just going off on some weird tangent. But yeah, so here I am. It's been, what, like 2 weeks since I got the Josephine. And it is just miles above. It's just much better than the corsets I had from Orchard Corsets, which, again, they were clearance. They're not the regular thing, so I don't know what the regular underbust corset is like, but I'm guessing, you know, by the time I were to hear some, it probably would be uncomfortable. And this is fine, and I'm not totally down. Like I said, this is 24 and something, maybe 24 and a half. And it's okay. And okay, so I'm going to stand up and give a spin so all you perverts from Germany can look at my butt if you've made it this far. Yeah, people from Germany. Lots of clicks from them, but they don't stick around. It's the Americans who stick around and watch the whole thing. So yeah, here's the thing I put on there. And I've got another one in back here that I put on to cinch it in so that the full effect of it can be seen. I might go out like this tonight, but I'm not sure if I'm ready to. I do feel like I'm much more comfortable in it, like as far as just sitting around. I almost think that it's because I can get it down. You know, when it was looser, it kept slipping up my rib cage and being uncomfortable, whereas now it just stays put. I guess it doesn't exactly hook under my rib cage, but it really it doesn't want to slide up. And I guess one thing in this whole thing is that I've become a lot more aware of my physicality, of my build. I mean, you know, technically, I'm actually I have a small frame, and you know, that in a way makes it easier. I'm still not sure how, you know, whether I'm going to be able to get this closed up all the way. It looks like when it gets down all the way, I'll be down to like 22.5 inches or something like that, which is normal. But I already have been able to get it under 24 inches. Yeah, like every couple days I do a test. I go really tight, as tight as I can go, just to see if I, you know, see where I am. And the last time I did it, it was like 23.75 of an inch. And I mean, you know, I wasn't gasping for breath. I mean, I didn't want to stay there that long, so I let it loose pretty quickly. But it's like, wow, I'm doing all right with this, and I like it. And there's like one thing about it that Okay, since this is late in the video and I'm figuring most of the perverts are gone anyway, I'll just say this about the corset is that I didn't get into this for the kinky sex thing, but um, it does something. It compresses your abdomen in a way such that everything's tighter, and it just kind of makes things more intense. That's all. Um, and it's nice. I'm glad. I'm quite happy to have a husband who appreciates that. All right, all right. We'll see if I post this one. All right, bye.